In this video, let's take a quick tour of the different elements of the Tableau reporting window. On the left hand side, you see the sidebar, which allows you to connect to a number of different data sources. And then on the right hand side is the reporting window where the actual report or chart will be drawn. Let's quickly connect to a data source by clicking here. I'm going to choose the sample superstore. You see dimensions and measures. Let's start by creating a simple bar chart. As you can see, the bar chart is displayed here. Now you see a simple bar chart, and Tableau has placed both category and sales in two different shelves. Tableau calls these areas rows and column shelf. Columns control what goes on the x-axis sideways, and rows control what goes one below another, the y-axis. So if I want, for example, to add something like subcategory, I can double click on this. If I want to add something like profit, it is taking it below. So let me undo simply by clicking the back button. I can do back and forward very easily in Tableau. So let me undo. So let's stay with this simple chart. So apart from this, the other very important element of Tableau is what is called the show me. Think of this as a coach that helps you to figure out the best visualization for what you have. The nice thing about show me, it shows you what is applicable for the view that you have. For example, I have category and sales, and then it has disabled a number of things. Maps are not possible with what I have. And then it has enabled a lot of other things. It has also highlighted something. This is the recommended one. So it is saying this is the recommended one. For the display that we have, the horizontal bar chart is the recommended one by Tableau. It allows you to quickly switch through a number of charts very easily. You can easily change things to see how different displays will work out. And if you don't want it, you can come back to your default. So the marks card, one way to think of marks card is to think of all the formatting of the chart is here. So you can, for example, simply click on color to change the color of the bars. You can click on size to change the size of the bars themselves. You can make them small or big. These are conventional things. But what is really nice about Tableau is you can add, drag and drop any field to any of these items. So color, for example, tells you can drag dimensions or measures here, right? So I can, for example, bring something like profit here on color. So now that the bar is getting colored by the profit itself, the size is showing me. So let me sort this by clicking here. This is called one click sort, or Tableau automatically figures out what is the best way to sort. This is descending sort, this is ascending sort. So you can see this one gives you a label. So let's turn on the labels. You can see how the sales is there as well as how the profit. For example, if I click here, the profit is 18,000, but this is a darker bar. That means that, the profit is more here. So that's the nice thing about Tableau. You can also break things. I have put a number here. So I can also break things by, for example, I can put a dimension itself. In that case, it breaks the bar down into the dimensions here. You can also move this to size. For example, in this case, it shows you this kind of a chart. So these are the different options that are available. Let me undo this. Let me undo this also. This is the simple chart we started off with. So the bottom area, if you see the status bar, that shows you how many marks are being displayed. Mark is the term Tableau uses to denote a data point. So here each item is a data point: technology and furniture and office supplies. And it tells you there are 3 marks and they are displayed in 3 rows by 1 column. And then the total of all these 3 things that are displayed is 2,297,000. This, it gives you a quick statistics. This area allows you to change the type from, bar to line. Normally in all other tools, you have to decide on what chart you want. Do you want a bar chart? Do you want a pie chart? That's a starting point. With Tableau, Tableau determines the best chart for you. Hence, most of the time it will be in automatic. If you want to specifically override, for example, I want to display them as just circles, I can do that. So if I tilt the view here, this is the way to tilt the view, for example. So swap rows and columns. For example, I can bring back the bar charts itself. So instead of category, if I have something like date, I can drag and drop another field on top and then it will change it. So now it is year. Now if I go back to automatic, Tableau is drawing a line chart. So in this case, if I don't want a line chart but I want a bar chart, you can use this bar to change. Those are the options available.